Alrighty, what's going on, y'all? AFO back again with the Titans and a dub, and I had to get my homework done and all that, but all before midnight and whatnot. But man, what a game! What a freaking game! You know, our offense was amazing, defense was absolutely dog crap, to put it in lack of better terms. Tannehill going off for 360 and like 4 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, MVP of the game. He had I think 264 total yards of offense, and he had 2 touchdowns. Obviously, you just can't say enough about all the players that stepped up big time today on offense. At least, you had Nick Akine Westbrook. He caught that 2 point conversion. Adam Humphries did pretty well today. Had a nice little wheel route, looking like a wheel route touchdown. Um, Firkser stepped in for Jonnu Smith pretty well when Jonnu hurt his ankle. Firkser had 8 receptions. I think he was 8 for, what was it, 8 receptions, 113 yards, and a touchdown. Yeah, he did amazing stepping in for Jonnu, and hopefully Jonnu's okay. Apparently he was on the sidelines for a little bit after they taped his ankle up, so he was doing just fine, thank goodness. But the big injury, obviously, is to Taylor Lewan, and obviously this is me streaming at midnight, so apparently they fear it's a torn ACL. Tyson Brolo, or however you say his name, came in, did pretty well outside of the first play of the game where he allowed the strip sack, which it changed the momentum from there. And thank God we came back and did what we needed to do to come back and whatnot. But I think it's going to be that's a big loss for us if that's true. Torn ACL, might have to make a trade with someone, who knows, or just trust Tyson Brolo, or hopefully Isaiah Wilson can come back and step in for Dennis Kelly. Maybe Dennis Kelly starts at left tackle now or something. But I don't know, especially coming up with the Steelers, it kind of worries me. But this team, we just found out this team is resilient and they can come back and just do whatever. They can just do whatever. Like today, I thought we were going to lose. I really thought we were going to lose, and as bad as our defense is right now, our offense is able to keep up with almost anyone, I think, in the league. Um, Jeffrey Simmons was like the only bright spot, him and Harold Landry, I think. Outside of them two, no one else showed up. Jeffrey Simmons had the key bat down on the 2 point conversion that the Texans were going for to make it a 2 possession game. He batted that down. Brandon Cooks was wide open because freaking who was it? Malcolm Butler did not play good today. He allowed I think a touchdown or two to. He allowed a touchdown to Brandon Cooks and then one to Will Fuller. Just let him go right beside him and almost allowed that 2 point conversion. But Jeffrey Simmons is such a freaking beast. I think he's a tier below Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald's in a league of his own, pass rush wise, running game wise, anything like that. But that's besides the point. We started off well. Went up 14. I think 14-0. Texans came back, drove down, scored 14-7, and then I think we went up 20. I think we went up 21-7, and we allowed the Texans to kick a field goal, and that's what got them 21-10. In second half, third quarter, we did not do good at all in the third quarter. Allowed them to come back and score and get in the game, and they eventually took the lead, scored 2 touchdowns to take the lead, 23-21. We drove down and to kick a field goal. Field goal was blocked, and that's what gave them a bigger opportunity to do that, and we stopped them. Thank goodness. Jeff Simmons coming up with a big sack there. And next drive, we go down, and Henry runs that 94-yard touchdown. One of the biggest and best plays I've ever seen from someone. Because man, I was outside of my heart was racing. I thought we were going to win the game. It was going to be a possible blowout from there, and then of course the defense chokes it up and whatnot, and it was just absolutely dog crap. But that's Butler for you right there. And my boy Adam, I was surprised you even see this is open, dude. But Henry's a monster. Yes, he is. He's the best running back in the league now since McCaffrey. McCaffrey is the best all around, but the best pure running back has got to be Henry. Might be a little biased, but he is leading the league now. I'm pretty sure, most likely, if Dalvin Cook ain't. But that's besides the point. MVP of today's game. He's in the MVP conversation now. Tannehill's easily in the MVP conversation. That's back-to-back games where he's scored or threw 3 or more touchdowns. He has 13 on the season, 2 picks. Really, I mean, he's up there with Josh Allen. I think even Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. And granted, Aaron Rodgers and his team didn't play too well today, but he's still an MVP. He's one of the greatest of all time. But man, I just can't say enough about Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill and AJ Brown. AJ Brown coming down with that, which is it was kind of iffy that second touchdown. It was like it was like just like that. But you got to give it to the offensive player. You have to. You can't not give it to him there. And if they would have, I would have been really pissed because that's just the way Tennessee football goes. Titans, Vols, anything like that. That's just the way it goes, and you can't overturn that. You cannot overturn that, and thank God they didn't. But let's see. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. What is that supposed to be? Apparently my thing's messing up, but whatever. Okay, my stream status is acting all retarded, and I don't do this often, um, but no, I mean that last drive of the game, after Simmons deflected the 2 point conversion, we had 1:50 left. Ryan Tannehill, I mean he shows his MVP skills, and he goes down, and we only have one timeout left, right, and we go down to about the 30, it was like the 25-ish yard line. That's when we finally used our timeout. And instead of clocking the ball with 9 seconds left, this man decides to. I thought he was going to clock it, spike it, set up a play, but this man decides to go up to the line and get back in shotgun. Throws it up to AJ Brown. We tie it. Everything. Goskowski, thank God, makes the extra point. Go to overtime, win the toss, and not even 2 or 3 plays in, check down Derrick Henry wide open, runs 52 yards down the sideline. Whew. Just runs 52 yards down the sideline. I'm going crazy. I think he's going to score a freaking touchdown. Jukes the mess out of the dude, sends him to the freaking gulag. Man, it just sends him to the gulag, and the dude's hurt and everything. I mean, I'm not wishing an injury on anyone, but the dude's hurt laying on the ground. And oh, man. And then we end up. And Jeremy McNichols, I haven't even brought him up, but he did great. He had a 10-yard average today on his running. He ran the ball. He got us to. I think he was the one who got us to the 5-yard line or so. To be honest with you, and we ended up getting third and goal. I'm like, oh no, here we go again. We're gonna have to kick a field goal or do something dumb. We go in freaking wildcat. This man Derrick Henry. We're figuring it's gonna be like a wildcat pass like we did against the Baltimore Ravens. No, he just runs straight up into it. Oh shoot. Is it still live? Holy crap. I mean, I guess maybe not. But no, he just runs right up into it. Man, I keep burping. I'm sorry about that. But he just runs straight up in the middle. We score and we win the game. But overall, I mean, we're 5-0. We got to hope Lawan, maybe they're just lying. Maybe they're lying, and maybe it's not actually a ACL, but I'm just going to say it is an ACL because they're most likely right on that. We got the Steelers next week, primetime game, 5-0, 5-0. We'll see. We'll see if we can compete with the big boys. I mean, if our defense can't do anything, and they have one of the best defenses against our great offense. A lot of the times, the defense usually wins that battle. So who knows? I mean, Tannehill's showing out. Can they stop Derrick Henry? If they load up on Henry, Tannehill's proven he can beat you off the play action or beat you by himself. So this team's built different than the last few years. It's to the point where it's like, even today when we were down by 7 with 2 minutes left and they were going for 2, you had a feeling we'd come down and score and somehow tie it or something. And that's just not something Titans fans are used to. So it's just crazy how it all went down. I mean, I still can't even believe it because I'm not used to my team's actually doing this and being good and whatnot. It's going to be a good game next week. Hopefully, we'll come out with a dub. We got a tough schedule coming up after that. I think we got the Steelers, and then we got I think it's the Colts or the Bengals or something, and then we got the Ravens somewhere in between that. So it's going to be tough. We're the number 1 seed in the AFC. There we go. My stream's finally healthy. I don't know what was happening there. But, Number one seed in the AFC. You got the Steelers, I think, second. The Chiefs. The Chiefs are a little bit vulnerable. I mean, obviously, you got Pat Mahomes. They're not going to always be vulnerable like that, but they're a little bit vulnerable. Cleveland Browns. You can push them to the side. I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they got a favorable schedule outside of the Ravens game, and they just got started off 4-1. So I don't think we should worry about that. The AFC South, I think we're 2.5 games up on the Colts. Are we? No, we're like 1.5 or 2 games up on them. I can't remember its division, all that stuff. But the Texans, Jaguars, I think they're done. We just got to win the division, and we should be fine. And I think we can. I think we can win the division. I want that one seed. Now, knowing our luck, COVID's still going to be around, and they're going to put us in a bubble, which would be kind of dumb because Titans haven't had a home playoff game in a long time, probably since about 2008, which was the last time we went 5-0. So, hopefully we can show the league, show the national audience, national media how good we are, and that we're not a fluke. What happened to the Bills was not a fluke. We kind of proved that today, that we can score a crap ton of points. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to end it right there. Just a little late night thing. Thank God I got doing my homework, and I was able to do my little preview, and I just can't find enough words to say anything. Tannehill, Henry, good. Defense, horrible. Clowney, where you at? Vic Beasley, where you at? Jeff Simmons, beast. Malcolm Butler, we need you back. Adoree Jackson. I mean, and we didn't even have Corey. He's a great blocker for Henry down the field, but that's besides the point. Steelers next week. Hopefully we get the dub. Prayers for Lawan. Hopefully at the slightest chance, maybe it's just a sprain and they don't see it, but it's probably going to be an ACL, and so we got to have Sambrolo come in. But hopefully Jonu's healthy and we're all back for the Steelers game. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Tell me what y'all think. Just comment, subscribe, like, whatever y'all think on this. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. God bless. AFO is out.